All right, Nisha the PA, we are live.
Hi guys, it's Nisha the PA over here at Dr. Emer's office, and today we are doing one of my favorite treatments. You guys have heard me talk about this before, but this is the PIXEL8 by Raw Aesthetics. Now, there's a couple of different reasons why I like this particular device. It's not just the ergonomics of actually using the device. There's a hand press button here that I can use to deliver radio frequency energy. You guys will see those 64 gold-plated needles come out. Now the great thing is there's different hand pieces or different little tips that you can use, which we change out each and every patient. This is one of the largest ones that they have, the 64 pins. You can also do less if you want to get into those nooks and crannies, but this works great. I also have a foot pedal, so depending on what area of my client's face that I'm treating, I will switch between using the handheld here or using my foot pedal. And it's automatic, so you can go quite fast. I'm going to go ahead and start doing treatments. I've already finished up on her forehead. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to her cheek, making sure that you're treating really all of the surface area. Now the great thing about PIXEL8, as I was mentioning, is that this is microneedling with radio frequency. So I always call it microneedling on steroids, right? Because not only are you getting that great effect of just microneedling, but you're also getting the added benefit of the radio frequency. Well, what does that radio frequency do? What it does in this particular case is that it's going to help to improve both texture and tone. So we're going to tighten the skin, but we're also going to remodel the top texture, and we're going to combine that all at once. That's the difference about using this device compared to other devices, is that you're going to get that combination treatment. Now, how does this feel? Now, microneedling, no matter what, is a little bit spicy, but PIXEL8 is spicy. You have certain areas of your face that's a little bit more uncomfortable than others. So forehead is definitely the most spicy. You move on to the lateral cheeks. It's still spicy, but not as bad. And sometimes the chin can be a little bit of a sore spot as well. My client's doing really, really good. We did 30 minutes of numbing. Now, you can always do nerve blocks as well. If you are very, very sensitive to pain, you're just going to have some swelling afterwards for a day or so you have to factor in that downtime, but it's a very quick treatment with minimal downtime. What you're noticing right now is that her skin is turning a little bit red. She's getting a little bit of pinpoint bleeding. That's going to stop by the end of treatment. And then what I always recommend is that you combine PIXEL8 with other things that we do in office before a complete treatment of PIXEL8. You want to do at least 3 to 4 sessions every 4 to 6 weeks, and you'll start to get that benefit of improved texture and tone, and also tightening of the skin.
Nisha, they want to know, what do you mean by spicy?
Spicy, that's my favorite word to use when it comes to just a little bit being uncomfortable, maybe a little bit of pain. I like to call it spicy. You can call it what you like. Spicy in the fact that you're going to feel some of this, right? The topical numbing does a lot to make it comfortable. I'm going to turn all the way to the right. Perfect. The topical numbing does a lot to make it comfortable, but you're still going to feel a little bit of it. Like I said, we can do topical numbing and we can do nerve block, where we do little injections along the face. That's going to help control some of the discomfort, but you just have to factor in that it's going to be swollen just for a day or so after.
How many treatments are required for optimal results of Pixel?
Yes, now that's a great question. I always recommend you do anywhere between 4 to 6 treatments, or 4 to 6 treatments in total, 4 to 6 weeks apart. Now, once you do that cluster of treatments, you do it every 2 to 3 months to kind of maintain the tightening effect, right? Because our skin loses collagen every single year, so you just want to make sure you're doing things to continuously tighten the skin as you're getting older, right? We're going to try to slow down the aging process. Some great treatments that I like to combine this with are things that are going to be tightening as well, like all therapy, Thermage. Those are great yearly treatments, and combining them with something like PIXEL8 will enhance those results. All right, she's doing really, really good. Now, what we're doing today is we're going to do a combination treatment, right? We're doing PIXEL8, microneedling, radio frequency. We're also going to do a little bit of Moxie and Aerify on top.
And guys, what do we call that, guys? That is our Tight and Bright.
This is our Tight and Bright treatment with the Aerify kit. You guys have heard me talk about the Aerify kit before, and we'll talk about it more in just a second once we get to it. But it's a great at-home complexion brightening kit. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of pressure here. So to make it a little
Is it okay to do this procedure in the summer? Yes, it is, guys, but stay out of the sun, especially if we're doing a laser. You don't want to be in the sun without protection.
You always want to make sure you have good skincare when you're doing any laser. Make sure you stay out of the sun, especially if you're dealing with things like hyperpigmentation or sunspots. The sun is not your friend. Doesn't mean you can't really go out, but just want to make sure you're protected, like while using something like sunscreen or AOXC, your vitamin C. Those things are going to further protect you from the sun.
Is topical numbing required or is it painless, guys? Topical numbing is required for this treatment.
Now, funny enough, I have 1 or 2 patients that do this without any topical numbing. It's still uncomfortable, but they're able to push through it. So if you absolutely don't want to do any topical numbing, maybe you just want to see how it feels, you don't have to, but we definitely recommend you do. We're going to do right here on top of lip, okay? It's going to feel a little bit more spicy here, but it's really quick. Just make sure we get that tightening. I'm going to drop this really quick. The other great thing about this, guys, is not only can I adjust or I can fire this mechanism by using the handpiece, but I can also adjust the depths at which I'm working, which is super important because we don't want to go super deep in some areas. One more little spot here. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to tidy her up in just a second, but this is the overall what you should expect from using PIXEL8. Remember, this is radio frequency. It's microneedling with radio frequency. PIXEL8 by Aurora Aesthetics. I recommend you start off with at least 3 treatments, ideally 4 to 6. Do them every 4 to 6 weeks in a combination treatment with other things. And then you start to do maintenance things that's going to help to further tighten your skin and improve your texture and tone. Today we're combining this with a little bit of Moxie, a little bit of Aerify for I tighten bright. But Pixel alone for tightening honestly is a really great treatment plan. But I always combine it if you want the maximum benefits. What you should expect from the laser treatment, it's a little bit spicy, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but we can take care of you with topical numbing and nerve blocks. A little bit of redness, pinpoint bleeding that you can tell has already stopped. And then honestly, it's minimal to no downtime, so majority of this with great skincare is going to really be improved by tomorrow. Now, if you guys have any questions, you know how to get in touch with us. It's Nisha the PA, Dr. Emer's office, and until then, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.